Welcome to the reality of newborn life, where everything is far from what you might expect. No sugarcoating, no fluff, just the raw truth. From sleepless nights to constant feeding, the journey of parenthood can be tough. In this video, we're diving deep into the challenges that come with caring for a newborn. Whether you're a first-time parent or preparing for baby number 2, this is the honest look at what you'll really face. Let's get into it. 1. Lack of sleep. One of the most overwhelming aspects of newborn life is the lack of sleep. Babies don't have a regular sleep schedule at first, which means you'll likely be waking up every few hours, sometimes even every hour. Newborns spend a lot of time in lighter stages of sleep, which means they wake up more frequently to feed. You might think you'll be able to catch up on sleep during the day, but newborns often don't nap for long stretches. The exhaustion can take a toll on your physical and mental well-being, leaving you feeling foggy, irritable, and sometimes even emotionally drained. As a parent, you'll have to learn to function on less sleep, and the feeling of sleep deprivation can last for weeks or months. 2. Constant feeding. Newborns need to feed frequently, usually every 2 to 3 hours, and this can feel like a never-ending cycle. Even during the night, babies will wake up to nurse or take a bottle, which interrupts your sleep. During the day, you'll be stuck in a cycle of feeding, burping, changing diapers, and then feeding again. Each session can last anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on whether you're breastfeeding or bottle feeding. As a parent, this constant demand for food can feel draining, and the pressure to ensure your baby is eating enough can cause anxiety. New mothers might experience challenges with breastfeeding, such as latching issues or low milk supply, which can make the feeding process even more difficult. You may also find yourself juggling other tasks while feeding, leaving little time for breaks. 3. The learning curve. No two babies are the same, which means there's a huge learning curve when it comes to caring for a newborn. In the beginning, you may feel like you're constantly guessing and figuring out what works. From diapering to feeding to learning how to soothe your baby when they're upset, it's a process of trial and error. Parents often feel overwhelmed as they try to adjust to a completely new routine, one that requires constant attention and care. It's normal to feel unsure or insecure during this time. First-time parents may feel like they're doing everything wrong, especially when their baby doesn't seem to be settling into a routine. The constant need to adapt and be flexible can take a mental and emotional toll. 4. Emotional roller coaster. The emotional toll of caring for a newborn isn't always talked about, but it's an essential part of the reality of parenthood. After childbirth, mothers can experience hormonal fluctuations, which can contribute to mood swings, sadness, and even anxiety or depression. The joy of meeting your baby can be accompanied by feelings of exhaustion, frustration, and uncertainty. For some parents, the overwhelming nature of the responsibility and the lack of sleep can make it difficult to adjust emotionally. It's also common for new parents to feel isolated, especially when they're trying to figure out their new routine. The adjustment can feel like an emotional roller coaster, with moments of pure love and connection mixed with moments of frustration or even tears. It's important to remember that experiencing a range of emotions during this time is normal and to reach out for support when needed. 5. Endless diapers. Newborns go through an astounding number of diapers, with some babies requiring up to 12 diaper changes a day. In the first few weeks, your primary tasks will revolve around feeding, changing diapers, and trying to get some rest in between. Diapering might seem straightforward at first, but there are many aspects that you'll have to master. You'll be wiping, cleaning, and ensuring that your baby's skin stays dry and free from rashes. The sheer number of diapers can make it feel like you're constantly dealing with a never-ending pile of laundry. The real challenge comes with blowouts, when a diaper fails to contain a messy situation, often resulting in a need for a full outfit change and extra cleaning. As you get used to your baby's schedule and learn how often they need changing, it will become second nature. However, in the early days, it can feel like diapers are consuming your entire day. 6. Physical recovery. For mothers, the postpartum period is often filled with physical challenges that can make caring for a newborn even more difficult. After giving birth, your body needs time to recover from the physical stress of labor and delivery. Whether you've had vaginal birth or a C-section, there will likely be pain and discomfort, including soreness, bleeding, or incisions that need time to heal. Even simple tasks like walking, sitting, or bending over can cause discomfort in the first few weeks. Additionally, many women experience pelvic floor weakness or other physical changes that take time to adjust to. The recovery process can be frustrating, especially when you're also responsible for a newborn's care. Sleep deprivation and constant movement can exacerbate these physical challenges, and it often feels like you're running on empty while your body is still healing. Recovery may take weeks or even months, and it's important to be patient with yourself during this time. 7. No me time. One of the hardest things to adjust to when you have a newborn is the absence of me time. Before you had a baby, you likely had the freedom to do whatever you wanted during your free time. Now your time is dictated by the baby's needs. Even basic activities, like eating or showering, can feel like a luxury when you have a newborn. You'll find that your personal time diminishes significantly, and many parents experience guilt when they take a break. Some parents might feel like they've lost their sense of self because their entire focus is now on their child. The lack of personal space and time to recharge can leave you feeling overwhelmed. Parents often have to get creative with finding moments to themselves, whether it's during a baby nap or enlisting help from family or friends. Balancing self-care with childcare is a learning process, but it's essential for maintaining mental health and overall well-being. 8. Adjusting to the new normal. The transition to parenthood brings a major shift in lifestyle. Pre-baby, your life may have been more spontaneous, with flexible schedules and time for hobbies or outings. Once your baby arrives, your world changes. Everything revolves around the baby's needs: feeding, changing, napping, and comforting. The days of running errands or spontaneously going out for dinner may be replaced by planning ahead and managing strict schedules. Your social life might also change as you adjust to the demands of caring for a newborn. Simple tasks, like going to the grocery store or meeting a friend for coffee, can feel like huge challenges now. This adjustment period is often accompanied by feelings of loss or nostalgia for the life you had before. It's normal to grieve the old normal while adjusting to the new reality. But with time, you'll adapt, and life with a newborn will start to feel like your new rhythm. 9. Feeding challenges. Feeding a newborn isn't always as easy as it sounds. Whether you're breastfeeding or formula feeding, there are challenges you'll likely face. For breastfeeding mothers, issues like nipple pain, engorgement, and poor latch are common in the early days. Some mothers may also struggle with milk supply, which can cause stress and frustration. For formula feeding parents, the challenges come in the form of preparing bottles, ensuring the correct amount of formula is used, and dealing with potential allergic reactions or digestive issues. Both breastfeeding and formula feeding can be time-consuming, and it's easy to feel like you're always dealing with a feeding schedule. There's also the added pressure of wanting to ensure your baby is getting enough nutrition, which can be a constant worry for many new parents. 10. Constant worry. From the moment your newborn enters the world, a new sense of worry emerges. Parents constantly wonder if their baby is eating enough, sleeping enough, or developing at the right pace. You might also worry about things like baby's health, safety, and milestones. It's normal for first-time parents to feel anxious about whether they're doing things right, and this worry can sometimes feel all-consuming. Newborns are delicate, and their cries, sleeping habits, and feeding patterns can trigger concern. Parents often find themselves checking on their baby constantly, doubting whether they're being a good enough parent, and wondering if they're making the right decisions. It can be mentally exhausting to worry constantly, but it's important to remember that these concerns are a normal part of the parenting journey. And that's a wrap on the real, unfiltered reality of newborn life. It's tough, but it's also rewarding. Every moment is a step in this wild journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear about your experiences or any tips you've learned along the way. Remember, you're not alone in this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.